message for me to hear in my fear. Stand together, hands together, just like sand. Together. Deep thought, deep eyes, why you cry? Tell me why I am I. And I might understand. Sun is shining, wind is blowing. Now you're here, now you're gone, out to lunch with your mom again. Malvern border, out of reach, the stars and beach barely reach the skin. We have walked on every sidewalk in this town. Now I know where your heart aches, where it is healed and where it breaks, what it needs and what it takes, what it needs and what it takes and what it needs and what it takes and what it needs and what it takes and what it needs and what it takes, and we have gone very special seasons together. Want nothing more, want nothing better. Cross old bridges with you. Again. I hear the cry, take a look in water. Cross old bridges with you. Again. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know it's true. I'm a dinosaur. Now I'm big and dumb. And I'm waiting for your love. And I'm dying for your love. No time to prove me wrong. No time to prove me dead. I remain a dinosaur for your love. I'm waiting in the rain, in the changing tropical rain. My sad eyes search in vain.
There'll come a time when you'll be standing on the sidewalk outside the 7-Eleven, standing on some velvet sidewalk outside the 7-Eleven, just looking at that gray Eugene sky. A little rain comes down, you pull your jacket around yourself, you look across the street, and cars speed by with their lights on, because they're going home. You scan the horizon, it's when you know you're alone. Though time may prove me wrong, no time may prove me dead, I remain a dinosaur for your love.
Mother, Father, watch for me. I'm gonna walk through your dreams tonight. paper and I got my crayons. I'm gonna use my own two hands. Got my paints and I've got my water. I'm gonna send a letter to your father's daughter. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm sticking down things with Elmer's glue, for I must communicate with you. It's a long story and it starts out like this. It's a long story and it starts out like this. It's a long story and it starts out like this. I want you to know me and me to know you too. I lost the moment, and now I want it back. Lost the moment, and now I want it back. I lost the moment, now I want it back. I wish someone would care about what happens in my mind. I wish someone would care about what happens in my mind. Something entered through my eyes and exploded deep inside. I lost the moment, now I want it back. I lost the moment, sir, now I want it back. I lost the moment, now I want it back. Now that's about as original as breathing in the sun. That's about as original as once being young. That's about as original as losing your last chance. Can't you think of anything better than that? I don't want to face the future, but I guess it's always there. I don't want to have to stand for what it may seem to the man. So why are you putting these hammers in my hand? I lost the moment, now I want it back. I lost the moment, sir, now I want it back.
20,000 leagues under the sea. It's where my baby said she'd meet me. 20,000 leagues deep, deep, deep. 20,000 leagues in a troubled sleep. Cause undercovers do you suppose we could be like this and only one of us knows. I am a person that you must know. You see how my love does God pros. 20,000 leagues under the sea. It's where my baby said she'd meet me. 20,000 leagues deep, deep, deep. 20,000 leagues in a troubled sleep. Cause undercovers do you suppose we could be like this and only one of us knows. And here's a picture of me at 17. Stuck in that house, mom and dad and me. And maybe you can see, or maybe just know about I failed in my room alone. Felt so safe at the age of 3, hanging in the kitchen, mom and dad and me. But why did it have to change so suddenly? But why did it have to change so suddenly? Oh, I didn't want to know. Oh, I was afraid to go. 20,000 leagues under the sea. That's where my baby said she'd meet me. 20,000 leagues. Come and find the rest of me.